Okay, wait a second. I'm always thinking about that chest because I have a bit of a confusion in my head. Some confusion because I'm playing so many games. Also some that I am not recording, and I never remember which ones the NPCs mind if you rummage through their stuff. Oh really? Yeah, I suppose I can take it. Really? Fine. I have nothing to say about that.
Yes.
I would have never really looked into that chest. Alright. So we are going to finish the Alienage bit because we have a quest for the Templar that's left there to do. Hey. I wonder this one guy. Hello. I just want to change up my party, really. Oh, we'll see. Okay, here we are, welcome back. It's probably the same episode for you now, is it? Okay. Who do I want to bring to the Alienage for our last mission / quest? Hey, Shale.
Everything in here appears to be breakable. It seems most impractical.
Indeed. You're still with me, I see.
Yes. It destroyed the Anvil of the Void. I would not have thought... It could just as easily have defied Farelden, I think. I feel I owe it. Enough that I'm willing to remain with it and assist in its crusade against the Darkspawn. Unless it wishes me to leave.
No. Stay, you are quite helpful.
No doubt. Without me, it would have to carry its inventory on its own. Perhaps we should continue. Its chances of success are small enough without further dawdling.
Really? I should have had this dialogue with her before her actual final... Yeah, but you see, like, I triggered her final conclusive dialogue in which she also decides not to call Mira it anymore. In camp only, you cannot trigger it in here, which is such a bummer. I should ask Morrigan why she's still here, but... Okay, so because we have finished the main quest of the Alienage, if you want to continue the game, do not talk to Arl Eamon, because the guy will literally drag you to the Gunsmith. Not dragging not dragging you completely, I mean. But he will disappear from here, and some dialogue will disappear. And, I mean, I don't think you will be teleported to the Lansmith, but you will be prevented from taking some action. So, hey, Warden.
I'm glad you made it safely away. I hear how's death has already brought no small amount of cheer to the city.
Indeed. Well, since you are a great warden, I was hoping I could learn a bit more about them.
Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself.
I don't think so.
Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their death.
You're honestly mistaken about me, sir. How many wardens are there?
It's tough to say. Only the fortress in Weishaupt has every record. But there are certainly a few dozen or hundreds in every nation in Thedas. The Anderfells are home to over 1,000. It's almost like the Archdemon chose Farelden deliberately, knowing how unguarded it is.
Have you ever been to the fortress in Weishaupt?
Once only, and I'd rather not go again.
Really?
It's far, lass, and very foreign. The Wardens there, they fight Darkspawn like you and me, but they're shaped by the winters there in the forest. They're a cold group and don't care like they should about the rest of the world. Their king is weak, and many Anders look to the Wardens to rule. I hate to say this, but some of them seem to want it that way.
So... okay. How were the Wardens founded?
It was near 1200 years ago, and no one knows for sure, except that it began with a group of Anders soldiers. Apparently, they defected from their king's army, vowing that fighting the Blight was more important, and traveled all the way to Tevinter themselves. They were the first ones to track down the archdemon Dumat, and the ones to slay him, though none survived the battle. But they had picked up followers by then, and it was they who formally founded the Order, and were recognized by Thedas.
Alright. Why has it been so long since the last Blight?
Archdemons don't awaken on their own, you know. It takes the Darkspawn, tunneling and tunneling, searching for centuries to find one. And with no one to lead them, it must be sheer chance, or maybe instinct, which leads them. What's surprising isn't that it takes so long between Blights. What's surprising is that they succeed at all. But I imagine the old gods call to them, and it's that voice in the darkness which drives them through so many generations.
I suppose that's it, right?
The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs.
Well, not certainly at the cost of my life or my reputation.
I'm glad you made it safely away. I hear Howe's death has already brought no small amount of cheer to the city.
Yeah. Why did you get out of... Did you know Duncan very well?
We went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only where he ever let himself down.
Didn't look like that to me. He goes around ruining lives for all I care, so... Could you tell me about that vault again? Which vault? Oh, probably he mentioned the vault. What are you going to do now?
When I'm well enough, I'm going to continue my journey toward Ostagar. Hopefully I'll be able to trace the heart of the Blight and where the Archdemon itself abides. If we want to defeat this Archdemon, we need to know where it is and how soon it might strike.
I think you should stick with us, right? Yeah, you're going alone. We should be going with you.
If there were more of us, I would agree. But as it is, I don't think we can deprive all the armies you've gathered of a commander.
Well, then you should be the commander, aren't you the elder one here? Ugh, these people really don't have the stones now, do they? Could you tell me about that vault again?
It's located just off the Market District in the northern alley past the Nord Noble Tavern. I'll sketch out the code which will let you pass the lock wheel. Inside you can take your pick of whatever equipment remains. It is the stockpile the Wardens have kept for centuries for the defense of Denerim.
Oh, really?
Good luck to you then.
Well, you should have...
We will have to talk again when the land's meat is more settled.
You should have talked more about this. Hey, Alistair.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen. As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome to it.
As far as I'm concerned, I would never want somebody as dumb as you ruling, really. Plus, it's Arl's Emon idea, not mine. I've never supported you as a king. But honestly, you still don't want to be king? Like, Mira cannot believe that he just doesn't want to sit on the throne?
I'm not a political man. I like being a warden. There's real evil out there, and it's something we can fight. It's something we can defeat. Making laws, settling disputes, that's not me. I wouldn't have the first idea how to do it. What do you think I should do? Go ahead and be king, just to let it happen?
I've agreed to support Anora in any case.
You have? I'm relieved, actually. The Landsmeet may not listen to you, and Al Eamon would go right back into a coma if you told him. But me? I'm relieved. I guess all we need to do is stop her father from taking the throne first, right?
Yeah. That should be the easy part.
Right you are. We have to convince everyone there are monsters that need fighting. Who would have thought?
I mean, it's a no-brainer to Mira, the fact that Anora makes a better queen, and she has a right to sit on that throne. Mira doesn't really believe in lineage, because lineage is just lineage. It could be a lineage of stupid people. It doesn't mean very much. It's the philosophy of the circle is just the same. They don't go by lineage, but by skill and reputation. Anora's still there. Yeah, she's still there. She's probably afraid that Arle Emon would just, you know, take away his support and force Alistair on the throne. Yeah. Mira should be worried too, because she doesn't want Alistair on the throne. Because she never really liked Arl Eamon. By the way, we should go to check this thing Riordan, this vault Riordan is talking about. Yeah, she needs, well, he would probably do whatever she wants. I mean, but who's coming with us? Well, Alistair. Yes. Maybe we could take Zevran, just.
Yes.
And maybe Morrigan.
Indeed.
I think I remember what that vault is. You would think, why would Mira not want Alistair alone on the throne? Mostly because she thinks he's unskilled. Mostly because she wants to keep him to herself. But also because she's not very fond of Arlimon himself. She also doesn't like the idea of somebody unskilled. Small shield. Yeah, I had to cut because I accidentally clicked on Alistair. And he was giving me the final dialogue of our romance right here, so... Oh, there it is. Let's see what's in here. A dagger, that's not a good start.
All right.
Okay. Duncan's shield, that's, I remember, that's a gift that's specific to Alistair. Constable mace. Okay, maybe Ogren would want that. Some arrows. Some armor. And what about this? Griffel's helm. And a map of the Underfells. Great. We're done here. Now let's get straight to the Alienage. And then we will be going to camp, finishing our relationship our relationship, our romance. The time is definitely mature. It is too late, but again, it's not something I can repair now. Let's find... Sir Otto. Actually, I think we need to inspect this. This is the corpse of a rabbit dog. It looks like he was skewered with a spear, which is... I don't think this would be weird in this kind of environment, honestly. Nobody has cleaned up the body and it appears to have been dead for some time. It's funny because if you leave corpses around and dirt in general, there is a risk of infections growing from them. You know, a plague can, you know, spring from that kind of stuff.
And I'm off.
This pool of blood is still damp. Besides the coppery smell of blood, you also pick up the faint scent of bad eggs. You mean sulfur? Nothing. Still nothing. What about you? Still mumbling?
You're not one of the bad men, are you? I just want to make Grandma happy.
Oh. Bad man? She's probably referring to the man from Tevinter, but who's your grandmother?
Never met her, but she protected me. But I lost her amulet. Grandma, make the voices go away.
The voices. Look at her eyes. What do the voices say?
Everything and nothing. They thirst for blood. More blood. The bad men in the house.
In the house? Who are these men, then?
The housemen. They came the night of shouting. All of us orphans were in there. Then the blood. Oh, the blood. Still bleeding. Poor animals. Poor us.
What about the animals?
The dogs hear the bad men too. They make the dogs so confused, so angry. Poor little pups barking at the noise. Make them stop.
Are you talking about the riots?
So many died. So many. The orphanage is all dead now.
Right. Crazy woman. I wonder about these riots. I mean, from what Mira has understood, that there was a wedding and somebody crossed a noble, possibly How himself, and then something ensued. I don't think Shani has any further intelligence for us. So hello.
What have you found?
Well, I guess the weirdest thing was a beggar that said there were bad men in the orphanage, and she's probably talking about those winter mages.
The riot took its toll not only on the body, but on the mind as well. I know of whom you speak, although she opened up more to you than me, and her poor orphanage. A sad tale, that. Did you find anything else?
Maybe the Winters were behind the riots. I mean, Mira doesn't really know what really happened. You have to play the City Half Origin to understand properly what happened. Mira doesn't know. She still cannot explain to herself why only elves here seems to suffer, to be suffering from darkspawn plague, since many humans are also refugees and might have been in contact with the Blight. So she's thinking that maybe the riots, the Winters were behind the riots to generate the plague and use it as an excuse to isolate the elves and the alien age. That would make sense as an explanation, but sadly, I know that the Sir Otto's quest is not related to the Winters mage's quest. So this is still what Mira thinks is happening. I suppose we found a pool of blood that smells like rotten eggs.
There's been no fighting in the alienage recently. which means the blood is not congealing. I suppose there could be some explanation for it. That's by the orphanage, right? A sad place. Did you find anything else?
Maybe blood mages would try to find a way to congeal blood. Maybe. If they're using it in some sophisticated way that Mira doesn't know of. But what's the orphanage story?
When the Elven riot was being suppressed, the orphanage was stormed. It was bad. Very bad. Have you found anything else?
Well, there's a dead rabbit dog.
I'll report that at once. I've heard such afflictions can spread, even from a corpse. I suppose someone may not have known that. One odd thing I am willing to believe, but two is no coincidence. Let's head to the orphanage. Both of your clues were near there.
This might be the work of the Winters. They probably created some kind of sickness. Well, let's go then. Are you sure you're up for this?
I'm sure your friends can keep me safe. I have faith in you. Let us proceed.
So you're going to be a burden. Yeah, by the way, you needed to be careful with Sir Otto because of course you cannot... wow, he's running. You cannot control him. So you needed to protect him a little bit. You needed to keep your eyes open.
The feeling is intense here. This is the right place. I know not if it's the work of the Maleficarum, but there is definitely evil here. You go first. I will follow.
Oh! Good lord. Sorry guys. I forgot to do something important. I don't think there's any difference if we do it now or later. Let's go see if this shop is open. I need some potions and stuff. I need some injury kits. I hope he should be open now, right?
Look who's here. I heard all about what you did to those Tevinters. Nice work.
Alright, can I look at your wares?
Of course.
Oh,
just keep it quiet.
Thank you. Oh yes, please. Give me all of this. Also, all your injury kits. I'm gonna need them. Then what do you have? Some recipes. A tome of skill and sun drider. Oh no, I don't really need it. The current map of Farelden, which is a gift, and the senior enchanter robes. Huh. Well, we could buy those. Mira thinks she deserves the senior enchanter robes. Oh, they're better. And they're probably the same style that Mira has. Okay, I will also sell him some things. You have to bear with me. Actually, you won't have to. Welcome back, we are done, and Mira has worn her new robe, as red as blood.
You do not truly think I look as my mother does, do you?
Have you really been thinking about that all this time?
I am simply curious.
And not insecure in the slightest, I'm sure.
I think I look nothing like her.
I don't know. Give it a few hundred years and it'll be a spot-on match.
I said that I look nothing like her.
All right, got it. Totally different. I see that now.
Alistair trying to look at me and not laugh. Okay, that was nice.
And I'm off.
Alright, moving on. Let's do it. Hey Zebran, how are you feeling? Do you like this place? Let's send Alistair on first. Need to remember
Right.
to keep an eye on Otto. Okay. Oh! That's not us, right? This is not a door. Oh, yeah. That's still not us, right?
Do you hear me, Sir Willem, Sir Willem? I'm a falling, Sir Willem, Sir Willem, today. I'm a maiden, Sir Willem, Sir Willem. But I'm dying, Sir Willem, Sir Willem, in pain.
How lovely, right? Very lovely indeed. Elf root. I hear dogs. I'm gonna save a lot because I'm afraid of losing Sir Otto. And I will probably have to fight again. Oh! If I lose him, I will try... I will try to save him at all costs. But you can lose him, he's not protected in this quest. He can die. And I hear dogs here. Not possible to pick.
Right.
Oh yeah, I remember this part. Good God. Yeah. And Sir Otto is just there in front of the door. Oh God. Morrigan? Would you move? Oh, he's gonna be destroyed. Sir Otto? Oh, good. Mira managed to paralyze these two as well. There is no way to move Sir Otto because, Morrigan could have used Cone of Cold on them and really solved the question, but... Where are you going? Where are you going? I'm gonna protect Sir Otto because I don't trust this. There you go, Severin. There you go, Severin. And be careful, Alistair. And what about you? There. Yes, we are ridiculously awesome. I love Severin. There isn't much of him in this Let's Play, but that's because he's not one of the closest friends of Mira. Oh, you emanate some kind of light. Oh, hello. Sir Otto, you scared me. He was standing right there. Okay, moving on. Oh!
Off we go.
So red, so very red. Yes. I know it's flashy, but it's still a nice robe. Alright then.
One, two, ranks run through. 3, 4, the kingdoms at war. 8, 9, and now you die.
Alright then. Morning. Staring at Severin's back. Oh! Go ahead. You two guys go ahead. And remember to keep an eye on Sir Otto. Actually, everybody stops. Oh no, I can't because Sir Otto is going to run. Yeah, it's pointless to tell them not to move when Sir Otto is rushing in front. My bad.
Here.
I will try mass paralyzing. Come on, quicker. That didn't. Oh, and Sir Otto is basically dying, so. I guess Sir Otto is. I guess Sir Otto is immune to my Cone of Cold. Okay, Morrigan is stuck. Morrigan, where is stuck? Is that a trap? Okay, that's a trap. Now I can understand. There we go.
Off I go.
Thank you, game. I want more of that, please. Alright. Sir Otto is still alive, so I guess we're good.
This is the center of it.
Mortal! You do not belong here!
Blessed be the Maker and his prophet Andraste.
Your pathetic maker is nothing compared to my glory!
I command you, show yourself, demon. Hide in the shadows no more.
You dare to command me? Let us see if your precious maker can protect you now, worm!
Sir Otto, you're not... I cannot heal him, right? Oh, so, well, Sir Otto, I suppose there's only one thing we can do for you. Make you a human bait. We have shades. Oh. Uh-oh. Yes. Thank you, Morrigan. Maybe Mira could try paralyzing.
I shall do it. I don't know, Morrigan, maybe you just attracted... You have attracted some attention. So it's better if you...
Down you go!
Morrigan, I told you to get away from there, but apparently it's not something you can do. Okay, Sir Otto is out. Did I cast mass paralysis? Probably not. Oh Lord. I don't know how to protect Sir Otto. Any better than that?
I shall do it.
These ones. Doesn't work. It kinda stunned them. Which is good because Zevran is right behind them. Come on, Alistair, you need to pull this off. You need. Everybody's going towards Morrigan. She really. Yeah, apparently everybody likes her so much. There.
We won! At one time I considered myself quite the warrior, but you accomplished here what I never could. But something still isn't right. I feel there is more to this. Nearby, the building next to us. I can feel it, just on the other side of this wall. Let us go!